The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Seiko, I'm up. Good morning, brother. I'm up, brother. How are you this morning? How is everything going for you? I'm up. It's going to be a shorter stream today, though. Tuesdays, you guys know, are my crazy days. So we're going to get after it this morning. But I'm up, Seiko. I'm up, brother. I've been up for a couple hours now. So been getting after it a little bit already this morning. But we'll get into it once I take a sip of my coffee. Yeah, we'll get into these markets, these crazy markets, and then some crazy news. Man, everything's just kind of going in a tailspin lately with this news. Everything's all over the place. You don't know where stuff is going. So, but pre-markets look to be in green. They look to start opening well. But remember, we get CPI data today, so we're gonna figure out where inflation is. Article here says, something's broke, but the Feds continue with their rate increases. Yeah, something is broke, but we'll figure it out. They got to figure that out. And also, I was reading this article here this morning that was talking a little bit about the consumer inflation data coming in is going to be slightly lower, but only slightly, nowhere near where the expectations were. And we've talked about this for a while here on this channel. We predict this as well. And I predict a 50 basis point rate increase now because of that. But yeah, I think that the actual government itself is trying to get the Feds to not raise interest rates anymore. But they have to in order to offset some of what's going on here today with this inflation. So they pretty much have to. So I don't know. It's a mess. Everything's a mess right now. But with that, crypto market looks good today. Started to look good yesterday. The fear and greed index is hitting in greed. Bitcoin's really coming alive. I don't know for how long, but it's actually coming alive. When we went from neutral to greed yesterday, which doesn't surprise me with the price. You look at what we have here from a cryptocurrency standpoint, it looks like we're sitting at about 79 billion. So it's about 50 billion that came into the market between when we were on here yesterday and today. About 50 to 53 billion came in into the market in a 24-hour period between yesterday morning and this morning. So that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Bitcoin's up to $24,699. So let's just call it an even 24/7. Make it easy on everybody. Ethereum's $1,687. So not too. I mean, Ethereum's way up. these are way up, guys. And you get an 11% increase on Bitcoin. That's a big increase. You get a 6.1% increase on Ethereum. That's a big increase. So these are big increases in a 24-hour period. You get a BNB's kind of lagging behind a little bit. It only got a 3% increase on 24 hours, but not too bad. I mean, you'll take it. It's back in the 300s again. So that's a good thing. USDC, man, what is going on with USDC? It repegged itself. But the interesting piece with it repegging itself is, they released the reserves that they had. So, it influxed a whole bunch of USDC back into the market, which helped it repeg. But then they also went and minted a bunch of new USD coins. So you tell me, Army guy, good morning, brother. Good morning. So USDC, it repegged itself. They let out the reserves. So they influxed a whole bunch of USDC back into the market to help it repeg itself. But then they also went ahead and minted a whole bunch of new USD coins. So what does that sound like? Does that not sound like the American dollar? When things go bad, you just end up printing new money. I want to offer you. Hold on, let me pull up my we got a spammer. Let me get this spammer out of here. I got to pull up the actual feed so I can get this spammer out of here. But yeah, so tell me, like, USDC, tell me that that doesn't look exactly like the United States dollar, right? Like, as soon as you get in trouble, you start to remint some of that. Just start printing money, right? And that's kind of what they did, is they just started printing money. And then, I find that kind of odd. I don't really appreciate, I think that's kind of a crappy way of doing things. So, I don't necessarily care for that. So, yeah, I had a spammer in here, and they're not showing. Oh, this is coming from Telegram. That's why. I mean, not Telegram, but this is coming from Twitch. So, Army guy, man, I'm glad you're up and at it this morning, though. But yeah, that's coming from Twitch. So I guess if it comes back, I'll have to get on Twitch and block it. But we'll let him get a free one. But yeah, so that's the deal with USDC. So, I mean, it's repegged itself, which is a good thing. But keep in mind, they minted a whole bunch of new USDC, which eventually, in the long run, will make it harder for it to hold its peg, because there's more of it out there. So, XRP, guys, it's sitting around 36 cents, almost 37. They have exposure to one of these banks, and they haven't come out and said what it is yet, how much it is, and I think that's hurting the price a little bit, which it should. They need to be a little bit more open. Polygon it's sitting around that 116, 118 mark. It hasn't really taken off since the big drop. They have 4% increase overnight though, so that's a good thing. So a lot of these things are bouncing back today, but keep in mind, guys, this CPI data that's going to come out is really going to drive the markets today, and it should come out some early this morning at some point. But it's projected to come out exactly like we talked about on here. It's slightly lower, inflation to be slightly lower, but nowhere near where it needs to be. So that's going to cause it. If that happens, that can cause an issue in the market. And we're going to look at, I think we're going to get a 50 basis point rate increase at the end of the month, which is going to cause another problem in the market. So I think that this whole run that we're on right now, as glad as I like to see it up, I think it's going to be short-lived. I don't think you're going to see a massive run. I think this is whales manipulating the price. I think this is actually a bull trap that people are going to get caught into. They're going to think that they're on a run. This isn't. This run right here is going to be short-lived, guys. There's just not enough to hold it. So yeah, but look at that. It's been a while since we've seen that on a 24-hour, right? It has been a while. Cool and Chris, good morning. I hope it's a 50. I think it's going to be 50. Cool and Chris. All the data points to 50 basis points. But yeah, look at this. It's been a while since we woke up in the morning and seen this much green on the chart. Like I said, enjoy it now. I think it's going to be one of these things where after this morning, you're going to start to see this thing dip down. And just because of the data that's coming out. Good morning. Cool, man. I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry, I was a little late to your Twitter space on Sunday, man. But you guys had a great conversation going on. I did get in there a little late and listen to you guys a little bit. But sound like you and Fadaka had a great conversation going on, man. So sounded good. So when we get down to the hourly on this bubble chart here, you start to see some red filling in here. And I think as the morning goes on, you'll see a little bit more and more red. Where the hell is Elmo? His Hex is sitting here at 2.7% up today. He ain't even here to brag on me because I don't own Hex yet. But Hex is doing really well. I should have got in. I missed the boat on Hex. I missed the boat on Hex when this was like 3 cents. I thought about it, and I didn't do it when this was sitting around 2 to 3 cents, and now it's up to like 8 cents. I wish I would have went ahead and did that. I obviously would have sold it when it doubled, or at least sold half of it. But it has a nice rebound. I don't know how much more juice it's got left in it, but it's pumping right now. Definitely another good one. Yeah, it sounded like it was a good one. XXI Gaming, what is up? Good morning, man. I missed you. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I hope the game's going well. I hope the MMAI game's going well. I did watch your stream. I watched your stream. I watched you play it. We gotta work on them skills, man. Cause I'm out here talking crap about you, and said I put some money on you, man, and I seen you get hit a couple times. So we gotta work on that. But other than that, man, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope your stream. It looked like it caught the attention of some people, which is a good thing, man. I'm glad to see you out there doing your thing. I hope you have a good morning, though. But yeah, this green just kind of continues to roll in, but the red is starting to get a little mixed in here. And I think as the market opens at 9:30 and as data starts to come in, I think we'll cool Chris 21. I think we'll see more and more red in this market here. Let's get into some of this. Let's get into some of this news, man. So I hate CoinDesk. Sometimes it doesn't allow me to scroll. So I'll just kind of tell you what this article says. So there was a wallet named Vitalik Buterin. Obviously, we know that he's the creator of Ethereum. This is interesting. It moved 500 Ethereum and sold it to RAI. And then when it turned around and sold, it bought USDC with the RAI when USDC depegged. So basically bought up a whole bunch of USDC when it was depegged, 500 Ethereum worth of USDC, which was worth about, I think the article says it won't let me scroll down anymore once you get off of this CoinDesk thing, but about 700,000 worth of USDC. So now that it repegged, that 700,000 is probably worth about a million and a quarter. So they don't know if it's actually Vitalik, but the wallet is named Vitalik Ethereum. So I don't know. You tell me. It holds over 5,300 Ethereum inside the wallet. So whoever it is, that's a whole hell of a lot of Ethereum just to be running around in a wallet. But this wallet right here really manipulated the USDC price. Went in and bought it, I think, at 97 cents when it depegged, and about 500 Ethereum worth. It's about 700 grand at the time. Laughing out loud, was getting. Hey, you know what? It's all good, man. They have the controller hookups now. Everything good? Good. I'm glad everything's good with you, XXI. I got to check in on you, man. I've been kind of all over the place the last couple of days as well. So I've been kind of off schedule too. So Signature Bank, guys, the board members of Signature, which is now closed, says the closure was a strong anti-crypto message. I agree with this. Basically, the government went in and shut these guys down. They were a cryptocurrency lending bank, and the board of trustees are saying, this was a strong anti-crypto message, obviously coming from the government. And we're gonna narrow this banking thing down as we go through some of these stories. You see, because there's an important story at the end that I think that is the reason why all these things have set up the way that they've set up. So, Signature Bank, the board of trustees came out and obviously they know what the government says because they were in the middle of it, right? And this was, and they're telling you that this is a strong anti-cryptocurrency message from the government, which doesn't surprise me at all. And then you have the Citadel Bank CEO. It says U.S. capitalism is breaking down right in front of our eyes. And I couldn't agree with them more. This capitalistic system that they have is really breaking down right in front of the government's face. And they really don't know what to do with this thing. And they're struggling with it. The Citadel Bank CEO came out, at least he came out and told the truth, and said what it is, right? That they're starting to lose control in this capitalistic capitalism. It's breaking down, and people want more. They want better, and obviously we're not getting it with what we have, and people are starting to buck the system a little bit, which is always a good thing. Bucking the system is not always bad, but you have one of the biggest banks in the biggest banks, the Citadel, coming out saying that. And then right here is the one that I really want to talk about. JP Morgan, Citigroup, overwhelmed with requests after SVB collapse. So this is exactly what the governments want to happen. And not only the United States governments, but a lot of other governments. You've seen the UK do this as well, with HSBC buying up a lot of I believe it was Silicon Valley's UK arm. The government wants these large banks to own the majority of money that people have, that people buy, sell, and lend. Obviously, because these larger banks are right in tune with the government and how they operate, and obviously they're on a stock exchange. They're big players on the stock exchange. They're big players across the world on all these different exchanges. So what's going on right now is the governments across the countries not just in the United States, are going after these smaller banks to have them fold up due to some lending practices and things like that. But smaller banks need to take bigger risk in order just to compete because, they can't compete with these bigger banks by taking, the smaller risk that these banks take. The bigger banks take. They have to take bigger risk just to compete. So the government's going after them for some of them risks that they're taking. They're making them fold up, and obviously they're scaring the hell out of people. So where are them people going to go? Well, they're going to go to these larger banks where they believe that their money is more secure. These JP Morgans, these Citigroups, Bank of America. So you can see that these banks are starting to get overwhelmed with requests for deposits after the collapse of some of these smaller banks. And a lot of the smaller credit unions are feeling a pinch too because they don't know what's coming their way. So this is exactly what they want to happen, is some of these smaller banks to fold up so they can control the money. And when I say they, I mean the governments. So, this right here, everything that we've talked about has led up to this. And this is exactly the outcome that they wanted. They got it. So unfortunately for some of these smaller banks, this isn't over yet. They're not done. It's not over yet. Things going to continue to move on. But yeah, you look at your CPI data. We'll come back here. It's projected to really come in a little bit lower than last month, but nowhere near as low as they want it. So this is not going to be good for the markets today if this happens. The stock market will fall. When this happens, obviously the cryptocurrency market will fall as well. But we've talked about this. We've seen this. We've talked about this. We've been over this. I said to you guys yesterday, I'm not making any trades until after the CPI data comes out. There's Elbow. Good morning. I just mentioned you earlier. Your Hex was staring at me on my screen. Good morning. But I'm not making any moves until the CPI data is out because, I think it's gonna tank the market. So we're gonna not necessarily tank it, but the market definitely will go down. And then you have the interest rate hikes that are coming at the end of the month, which we all believe is going to be 50 basis points. I mean, how can you not go 50 basis points at this point? Your jobs report came out. It absolutely says that the United States are adding jobs at a way higher rate than expected, which is completely going against how you're trying to drive down inflation. You're going to have your CPI data that comes out. You have inflation way higher. You can't bring inflation down. So, you have your consumer and then you have your industry price index that are all going to come out, way higher than expected. Everything's coming in hot. So how are you not? How are you not going to go 50 basis points? If they don't, it'll be because of the political pressure like this, where you have people coming out saying something's broke, but you continue to raise interest rates instead of trying to figure out what's broke. The bottom line is the people that are saying this, or the people that need to get reelected, are the same people that printed trillions and trillions of dollars to put us in the situation that we're in. So, you got to break this down to something was broke. You spent trillions and trillions of dollars. Now it's time to pay it back. So, that's ultimately what was broke. Absolutely need to wait till all numbers are out. That's what I'm talking about, Elmo. That's what I'm doing too, because the numbers are going to be important right now. So I think, and this is why I think this Bitcoin right here in this $52 billion that came into the market in a 24-hour period. This is why I think that this is a trap. This is a bull trap for you guys. The big money came in. They pumped these prices up. And then right before the CPI, they know what the CPI data is going to look like. And they're going to slowly start to pull this money out on you. They're going to start selling on top of you. So this is why I think that this is a trap right here. This pump up, because they're either going to start selling out today, or they're going to start selling out at the end of the month when the interest rate hike comes out, or you're going to see them slowly start to sell off today and really pull it out from you when the 50 basis points come in. So dead cat bounce, that's what you're calling it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is when you look at it. And we can have a look. We'll go to the 7 day. I mean, yeah, we can call that a dead cat bounce. But this thing coming back down, man. I can tell you that right now. It as high as it went up and as fast as it went up is as fast as it's going to come down. So I'm not buying nothing. So that's just my stance on the situation. Is I'm not buying nothing until the numbers are in. You know, I think me and Elmo agree on that. Until the numbers are in, you know, everything is kind of hands off at this moment, at this time. So, you know, but if that's not your strategy, then that's cool too. You know, you got to do you. But there it is. I had to show that to you. HEX 2.8%. It looks like you up. You got one of the biggest green bubbles on the screen today. I was telling these guys I'm mad because I should have got into HEX when it was at like 3 cents, and it got down to 2 cents at one point, and I didn't get in. You know, if I would have got in at 3, I could have sold at 6. I could have sold half at 6, and been good right now, and been even. You know, I would have been riding free money. So, yeah. But congratulations to you. I know you're looking good on your HEX, but I had other stuff I was buying, and I didn't pull in the trigger on HEX. But you win some, you lose some, right? You miss some, right? And if it comes back down before Pulse Chain comes out, you know, if it comes down during this pullback, it's one of the ones that are still on my short list. Picking up a big bag, 1.7. I mean, yeah, okay, that must be 1.7 cents. Oh, okay. You picked up a big bag at 1.7. So you're way up. Yeah, you're way up. Okay, Elbow, you're way up. See, I was looking at it at the high 2s, 3 cent range, which like I said, if I would have got it even at 3, when it got to 6, that's a double. So I probably would have sold half and then rolled the rest as free money all the way up. And I just probably would have just never looked back, because at that point, HEX wouldn't have owed me anything. So I could have just rolled it up. But you see the red starting to fill in on this chart on hourly. When you go from the 24-hour and you look at that beautiful 24-hour all green bubbles, and then you drop down to the hourly, you can kind of see what's starting to happen around you, right? You can start to see the environment changing as the markets start to wake up. And there's a reason why that environment's starting to change. And it's strictly because of the CPI data and the markets. So I told you guys it's going to be a shorter stream today, but I did want to hold on. Let me close some of these tabs out. I did want to talk a little bit about MMAI this morning, and kind of talk about this gameplay, guys. What's everybody feeling? How's everybody thinking? What's everybody thinking about this game? How's it going over? Are we looking at a solid game in your guys' opinion? Are we looking at some stuff that needs to be improved? You know, what are we thinking? How are we feeling about it? To me, I think it looks good. I think the game itself looks good. I think it plays well. I'm glad they put the controllers in it, so that you can use your controllers now. So from the gameplay that I've seen as well, it seems like everybody it is running pretty smooth with it. So what's your guys' thoughts, right? I mean, here's some gameplay here, and it looks really smooth. The graphics look really good. Everything seems to be running well. Has anybody beat the first level yet? I want to know. Real solid, but definitely will improve. Will improve with the next week. Yeah, I mean that's the whole purpose of a beta, right? We got to improve it as we go along. But to start out with a solid foundation is, I think, what we're looking for, right? But you know, I want to hear about the glitches as well. You know, the good, the bad. I think the game is going to is good. A few updates, more definitely. All right. So what are the updates, you guys? Like, what are you guys looking for? Like, what are you guys finding in it that you know could be improved upon? Because that's the type of stuff that we want to talk about too. I seen Worldwide Crypto playing it last night, and he brought up something interesting about two things. One, when you zoom in, the gun still shoots like a rifle, and it should get a little bit more precise, which I agree with that. And two, when you throw the hand grenade, it's just kind of like there should be like a little, you know, hold the button and have it pause and then throw it. Where right now it just wings itself out there. So couple things that he was noticing as he was running through the game last night. So just kind of wondering where you guys are at with it, because I think it's important. So, and you know the improvements are coming, right? I mean, they're just not going to leave it like it is. So they're coming. So, and then we have this $2 million to NS Labs, which is good for future development. That keeps us in there with them for a little bit longer. Get this blockchain out, get this Pure Wallet out, get this blockchain out, get this stuff moving. I think that's good. I think that we need that partnership. That's what keeps us where we are. It's really that partnership keeps that technology developing. You know, time and time again. So it was nice to see. It was nice to see them guys sign that agreement and really have the money to move this thing forward. I'm excited for the blockchain. I really am. I'm excited for MMAI to become a coin instead of a token. I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be where we start to see exactly what the project itself can do and where it's going to go. I think when that blockchain rolls out, I think there's going to be a lot there that we don't even realize yet. So I can't wait. More objective aiming down, slight management with. Okay, I can see that, XXI. I can see where you're saying that. I really can. So yeah, tonight in the Twitter space too, I want to hear from you guys about the game too. Twitter space starts at 6:30, so I want to hear some more about the game too, and we can really talk about it. And there'll be some people there that'll be listening. I think the setting definitely needs better. Oh, you just jumped on me, Army guy. Better. Okay, that's the first time I heard of that one, Army guy. Did you put that one in Telegram yet? Because I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that one yet. Because if you didn't, I'll write it down and I'll get it out to the team. Really excited about the blockchain. Me too, Elmo. I'm excited about the blockchain. I really am. The fog in different quality. Yeah, the fog. Are you saying it's too thick sometimes? Also has to get adjusted. Army guy, are you saying that the fog's too thick sometimes, or is it just not realistic? Or would you like to see more of a realistic type of fog? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say by adjusted to what? And maybe I'm just missing it in your maybe I'm just missing it in what you're saying. But yeah, we have a Twitter space tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. We're going to be talking a lot about the banking, a lot about the market, a lot about MMAI. So it should be a good Twitter space. So I think we'll have fun there. We usually do. Something that popped in my head also is that technically speaking, the beta is available on mobile. This beta is available on mobile. It could be available on mobile, Army guy, through your web browser, right? That you can download the file on, but it will definitely come out on mobile soon. There's going to be a mobile version of this. I was able to download it. Yeah, you can download it on your tablet if you have enough room for the files on your tablet. So, but when they say for it to come out mobile, right? What the reference to that is that it's actually going to be a mobile app that you're able to play. Yes, I dropped all of it on TG. Good. That means I'll check with Fan to make sure that she wrote it down, because Fan's keeping a running list of some of the stuff as well, so that when we take it back, we don't miss anything. Yeah. Too thick. Too thick. Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that, Army guy. I thought maybe it was just me, but yeah, I can agree with that. That fog is thick. But yeah, that whole mobile version, the game itself will be optimized for mobile for mobile tablets and phones and things like that. And then that's when you'll get the official mobile version of the game. But if you have enough room on your tablet or your phone, you can download it. You can download it now. You just have to store it on your phone and or on your tablet, and you just have to have enough room to for the files. So that's cool. How does it play on your tablet, Army Guy? Does it run smooth? Does it lag? Since you downloaded the files, does it lag? Does it run smooth? Is it something that takes up a lot of space on your tablet? I'm not sure what type of tablet you have, but I'm just wondering if it's glitchy or on the tablet. If it's glitchy on the tablet, because you're the first person that has said you downloaded the files on your tablet. But it makes sense that if you have enough space, you can. Because they're just files. So yeah, I mean, MMAI, we have a lot going on, guys. This partner agreement, this blockchain is coming out. I think this blockchain is going to be something different. It is really a proof of authority, which I believe was not done on an accident. I think proof of authority is something that the governments can get behind throughout the world, that the governments themselves can get behind. Proof of authority blockchains, because basically you have the KYC. And then with the mining capabilities, I've looked this past week, and I don't know anybody that has a proof of authority blockchain that also mines it. So, MMAI may be the first, and I say maybe it's because I may miss one that I during my research I may miss one, but I believe that MMAI may be the first proof of authority blockchain to actually have a mining capability in it as well, which is going to be great. And from what I understand about the mining, it's going to be one of a kind. And I'm not a big mining guy. You guys know I rely heavily on Crypto Lounge for that. So but from what I understand, it's going to be pretty intense. Timsky, good morning. Good morning. One thing about the game is the frames per second. Frames per second mobile. Okay. All right, I'm gonna write that down, Timsky, with the frames per second in the mobile. I'm gonna write that down, make sure the team got it, and I'm gonna go back afterwards and just copy this whole thing. My tablet my tablet is crazy. It's crazy old, so it can lag. Yeah, I mean, that's a good sign that if you have an old tablet and it's just lagging a little bit, that means the new tablet should run good. Frames per second is first person shooter. All right, Timsky. I will first person shooter. All right. So I'll take that back, Timsky, and I'll actually go back after this and I'll copy exactly what you said, and I'll make sure that Fan and everybody else has that, and then so that we can keep a running list of these things, right? Because that's what we want to do during this beta is we want to keep a running list, and I don't care if the same question is on there 5 times, at least it's on there, and we can kind of go through it with the team. So I just want to make sure that we're getting everything down that you guys want. Killed two very popular. I want to know if anybody's got through the whole first stage yet, where there was nothing left. So where there was nobody left. Because it's coming, you know that pretty soon there's going to be a whole new aspect to this game. So, going to be a whole new level probably. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this blockchain, guys. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm excited that that our games, and hopefully by then we'll have more than one game. I'm excited that they're gonna be running on our blockchain. I'm excited that our metaverse is gonna be running on a blockchain. I'm excited that MMAI is kind of bringing this thing full circle, all the way around. So. Okay, so I'm not crazy, XXI. So no matter how many people I kill or you kill, you ain't getting off that stage. You're just going to keep coming at you. But I know that there's more to come. I think that's going to change. G2G. Talk to you later. Talk to you later on the space. Yeah, Army gotta be there 6:30, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming by this morning. So yeah. Okay, XXI. I'm not hallucinating, then. I thought I was just that bad. I thought I was just that bad. But yeah. Yep, no matter how many. All right. So, but there is going to be stages at some point. You're going to be able to get off stage 1, and we're getting ready to go to stage 2. So that should change in the weeks or months to come. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys go this morning. I have some things to do. Tuesdays are my busy day, and I start early. So we will get back after it tonight at 6:30 on the Twitter space. Think about the games. Think about MMAI games. Think about some improvements that you guys want to see. Let's talk about them. We are going to talk about some of this banking situation. We are going to talk about the markets and how they play out today. I think today's going to be a big day in the market, so we're gonna talk a lot. We're gonna talk a lot about that. So, what'd you say, XXI, bro? That game spreaded. That game spread was crazy. Was crazy. Combat. I didn't change anything. Okay. But that XXI, so you didn't change anything? Okay. All right. Well, like I said, man, you gotta quit getting shot, because I got people that I'm talking crap to, and I'm telling them that you gonna get them. So you can't be getting them taking bullets, man. In the game, you gotta, we gotta get moving, because I'm not a gamer. So, but yeah, tonight at 6:30, we're gonna go through a lot of this stuff, guys. And can't wait for you guys to be there. We're gonna open it up. I'll open it up at 6:30. We'll talk about this gaming. We'll talk about the banking. We'll talk about the markets. I think that it's gonna be a big day for the markets today. We got to see how this data comes out, and see where the markets go. MMAI is hanging in there. in these markets. And I think we're gonna be okay, guys. Now only thing did was use controller. People can't then people can't hang in that game. All right, man. All right, I got you, man. I told you I was going. I told you I was going to hook you up, put you out there, make sure I had you back. So I got you back, man. But so when we get past this one player thing, you know, I got you. So, but all right, guys. You guys have a great morning. I'll talk to you guys at 6:30 tonight. Watch the markets today. Be safe. Don't go putting your money in this market until after the CPI data comes out. Don't go putting your money in this market and then get sold on top of, you know. Be smart. Wait for the data to come out. If you miss the bottom by a couple $100, it's not the end of the world, you know. So, you know, better to be safe than try to hit the bottom exactly. XXI knows that this is not the bottom, as he always likes to tell me, 12K Bitcoin. So, you know, just know that this thing's probably going to come back down this month. So everybody have a great morning. Be safe. Hang in there. I'll see you guys at 6:30. We'll have a great space tonight. And I look forward to hearing from each and every single one of you. Have a great day. Bye.